Do we finally have a debuff spell that is worth casting over a damaging spell? This video is going to find out exactly if that's true. Here it is, the potential greatest debuff spell in all of Warhammer 3. That's the Ash Storm, reducing speed and increasing damage by 20% generally speaking, because a lot of your units have flaming attacks, thus granting the synergy. But you got to keep in mind that debuff spells are not the best, generally speaking, because of the fact that you can easily quantify damage through damaging spells. For example, Piercing Bolt of Burning is 11 Winds of Magics, and this will guarantee me killing things and get me value through casting spells. So the age-old question is it going to outperform magic damaging spells? Let's do the math. So we've got an extremely juicy blob right here. Let's cast some magic onto it. This is the Piercing Bolt of Burning that costs 1 additional Winds of Magics in comparison to the likes of the Ash Storm. And we have, what is this, 3 stacks of Chaos Dwarf Warriors. Let's have a look at the gold value that we've just been gotten from that spell. That's giving us a 65.3 gold value per Winds of Magics, which, in actual fact, is pretty darn good. Now, what we'll need to do is run the tests on the likes of Ash Storm and see the kind of value we can gain from that. I'm going to throw the Ash Storm down, and we're going to get all of my units flanking in. So let's go ahead and pause for a second. Let's get these guys stomping through to do as much damage as they possibly can do. But keep in mind as well, we have Hellhammer as well at the same time. But obviously, the Winds of Magics is going to start really stacking up. But you can see that the absolutely devastating flanking damage coming from these guys is absolutely tearing them apart because of the fact that we had the weakness to damage of 20%. So these guys doing 20% additional damage. On top of that, Astrogoth was providing Kindle Flame, so we were getting an additional 20% for a very short period of time, and you can see we've mass routed them. Another thing to remember when you're killing single entities, from a shut perspective, and the spell schools that Chaos Dwarves have available to them, you very much struggle to kill, very important single entities that have to die. You've got your likes of Spirit Leech, and you've got Curse of a Shut that can do single entity damage, but this is where the Ash Storm really comes into play and provides a lot of value and I'm doing roughly about 60% damage. And so if this single entity is causing extreme havoc to my army composition, I have to do everything I can do to kill this as fast as possible. And you can see with the damage amplifications of Ash Storm, applying Kindle Flame, and obviously we had Flammable there as well. You got to remember that this is something that can have a lot of value when there are extremely high priority units that just have to die. In conclusion, I definitely think the Ash Storm has a lot of value, because in situations where I can increase the Kadai Destroyer's damage that already has 748 weapon strength, which is absolutely bonkers, by an additional 20%, and obviously the Kindle Flame giving 40%, we can kill things that are causing a significant amount of pain towards my army very, very, very quickly with the Ash Storm. The main problem with this is it's very, very situational. And oftentimes, the Ash Storm will potentially give you significantly more value than that of a damaging spell. But keep in mind, let's say, flanks are breaking through. These guys are starting to break through. We put Ash Storm down and we cast spells onto them, or we get all our fire damage dealers to put pressure onto this flank. Then yes, Ash Storm is going to be incredible, but I'm very curious to see what you guys have to say about this one, because I definitely see the potential that Ash Storm has here, although it is a very expensive cost at 10 Winds of Magic to get an additional 20%, but you can definitely see that there are situations where it will come in extremely clutch. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. Make sure to check out my other content regarding Chaos Dwarves on screen now. Thank you so much.